Hello guys, you're welcome back to my YouTube channel. If today is your first time here, you are highly welcome, and if you are a returning subscriber, I'm so glad to have you here. Thank you so much for stopping by. My name is Amarachi Uduma, and you are again highly welcome. So in today's video, I just want to quickly weigh in on an issue because it has been pressing on my mind. If you've been following the trends in Nigeria today, you would know that we are currently mourning the death of a 12-year-old boy, Sylvester, beaten, bullied. Let me not say beaten to death, but that is what it actually is, because when you are beaten to the point that the aftermath results in death, it means you are beaten to death. So this 12-year-old was bullied in school by fellow students, senior students. It's just crazy. Like, if you follow this story, there is no way you would not be shocked. There's no way you wouldn't be moved. I know that bullying happens in most of our secondary schools, like it's almost like a norm, but this case is too critical. It is too critical. Like, what gives teenagers that are not up to 20 years of age, what gives them the morale, the heart, the mind to hurt a fellow student in that manner? It's because they know that they can get away with it. That's why they must have acted in that manner, because they know that they can get away with it. And the school management, oh god, the school management, they fell hands. Like, they fell hands flat totally, because they really have to come and explain what happened. Thank God for the internet. Thank God for social media, because what if there was no video proofs? What if there were no pictorial evidences? There were no videos to prove what happened? That means the school would have just said what they said, that the boy was involved in a football accident, and the case would be closed like that. The family, things like that will just continue. The college will continue, and those students will still be there, maybe to keep killing other students, because I really do not understand it. I really hope that justice is I really do hope and pray that this matter is addressed well. Knowing my country, I pray that justice is served for this young boy, because watching that video, no young child deserves to die in that manner. I don't understand. I can't even imagine what the family is going through. Like, you send your child to school, your 12-year-old to school, in a reputable school per se, in a prestigious school, and then this kind of thing is happening. No, really, they have to answer questions. They have to. I'm not going to dwell so much on giving the full details of the story. I just really do hope that justice is served. The school management should come and say what actually happened. The boys that were involved in that should come and be questioned. They can't just get away with it, because it's actually enabling. It's enabling. Like, it's really sad. I really pray that the family gets comfort from the Lord, because it's and imagine just few days to the boy's birthday. I can't even imagine the grief they will be facing. It's unthinkable. It's really despicable. So a lot of people have really been weighing in concerning this matter. Parents that have their children and their wards in the school have started speaking up. Even the students have started speaking up, because the school was recently shut down by the Lagos state government because of this issue, for investigations to go on. So the students are now speaking out, and we are hearing more and more of despicable acts by teenagers. And the only question that comes to mind is, what is the school management doing about it? Because you can't tell me that the school management will not be aware. So it is, in fact, it's an open secret that bullying happens in most of our secondary schools, both here in Nigeria and abroad. Anywhere that a group of teenagers are gathered together, bullying is bound to happen in one way or the other, be it a government school, a private school, boarding school, or day school. It happens. The only difference is how it is being handled, how it is being managed, how the school management tackles it. If the school management is silent about it, that means they are enabling the bad behavior. But if the school management tackles it with iron hand, like my secondary school, for example, my boarding school, at least for the period that I was there, I know that if If a junior student should report you for bullying, your own don't be straight suspension or even expulsions. Several times students were expelled for bullying. So it is when the school management folds their arms and allows these things for reasons best known to them. I really don't get the reason. There is no reason good enough to permit bullying, because the effects of bullying, it goes beyond when you graduate from that school. It's psychological. There's a trauma that comes with it. There's a trauma. Okay, imagine if this young boy that we lost, even if he survived, the trauma of that incident is still going to stick. So I came across a post that was saying that boarding schools are not good, boarding schools are this, boarding schools are terrible, boarding schools are this and that, a lot of horrible things about boarding school. And I would be a really, really big hypocrite if I come out here and say that I regret going to a boarding school, because I did not regret going to a boarding school. Saying that boarding schools should be stopped or closed down because of bullying is not, it doesn't make complete sense to me. It's just like saying that because a sad incident happened in a hospital, because of that all hospitals should be shut down. That's the way I look at it, because bullying doesn't only happen in boarding schools. Bullying also happens in day schools. Bullying happens in the workplaces. Bullying happens even on social media. We have people that their day job, their 9-to-5 job is to look for who to troll on social media. Those are bullies. So it happens everywhere. It's coming to say boarding schools should be shut down because of bullying. It's not balanced. It is not balanced at all. So boarding schools has its pros and cons, just like day school has its pros and cons. Using myself as an example, I think boarding school was very instrumental in the lady that I am today, because I started boarding school when I was a little above 11 years old. I think I was 11 years old when I moved to boarding school. I didn't have anybody there. Like, it's kind of made me there's a kind of spirit of independence that it gave to me, managing my stuff, knowing that you have to manage your things. So this is the time frame that your provisions are supposed to last, know how to do it, know the kind of people to follow and all that. So I think it's kind of shaped me in a way, even though boarding school is not for every child. If you put your child in a boarding school and you notice that the child is not adapting well, maybe the child is becoming more and more withdrawn or is giving you complaints, if your child starts complaining about the school, whether it's boarding or day, it is not something to be pushed under the carpet. You should look into it and address the matter. If it means pulling out the child and watching the child more closely, you should definitely do it. I know of my younger sister, when she just started secondary school, she started in a boarding school, but she was always falling sick repeatedly. So at a point, my mom had to pull her out and put her in a day school, so you watch her from the house. I know that there are some parents that boarding schools are beneficial to, because they are absentee parents. These parents that they are always in one place or the other. Most of my friends till date, I met them in boarding school. I met them in secondary school. Boarding school is good. It taught me some serious life lessons. It taught me that you cannot be everybody. It taught me that you cannot be everybody's friend. It taught me a lot of things. I cannot even go on and on about that. But nobody should come and say that boarding school is bad, because boarding school is not bad. It can happen in a boarding school, then it can happen in a day school. It can happen anywhere. Nobody should say because of bullying, boarding school should be closed down. So please let me know your thoughts in the comment section below. Am I making sense or not? Because if I had the choice again, I think I would still choose a boarding school over a day school. I'm not saying that there's anything wrong with a day school per code, but the way people are now attacking boarding schools on the internet, I really was not comfortable with it. I really wasn't comfortable with it. The attack should not be on boarding schools. Say all boarding schools, there's no need for boarding schools. I think the matter that needs to be addressed is the school management. How do you manage your school? How do you discipline the students in your school? How do you monitor them? How do you monitor them? Because it is during college and they're saying that the boy was injured in a football accident. Who supervised the football match? Who played the match with him? So these are the issues. when something happens, you attack the issue, don't attack the whole system. I remember when I was in GSS1, one of the female hostels got burnt, like got completely razed down to the ground. In my little mind then, I was thinking, the school is going to close down. But the school did not close down. The school did not burn down. It was just one of the female hostels that burned down. And what happened? In months, in a year, it was rebuilt and the school continued. So bullying is just something that has to be managed. It is not enough reason to close down a boarding school. I was a boarding student. I have no regrets about it. So bullying happens everywhere. Bullying is something that the school management has to manage. The school management has to manage it. School management is the issue here. It's not whether it's a boarding school or not a boarding school. It is the school management that is the issue here. Yeah, because students bully fellow students probably because they are bigger than them, they have more influence, they are richer. A lot of reasons. They are jealous. Even jealousy can cause bullying. Things like that happen because teenage age is a really critical age. It's an age where you really need to put your eyes into them, monitor them, and know what is going on, know what is happening. Can you let me know your thoughts in the comment section below? Is bullying enough reason to say boarding schools should not be there, or boarding schools are bad? Let me know your thoughts. Would you want your kids to go to a boarding school? Do you have any regrets going to a boarding school? Like, did boarding school affect you positively or negatively in any way? For me, speaking for myself, I think it affected me in positive ways. So thank you for watching this video. Thank you for listening to my rant. If you listened to this point, thank you so much. I appreciate it. Thank you. Bye. See you in my next video.